Vicky from VickyCharles.com. I've just done a live video on Single Mother Ahoy, which was about being a single parent, and I thought, well, since I'm getting used to talking to myself on my phone, I might do another live video. So I'm going to do one about mistakes to avoid on Facebook, basically. For those who don't know me, I am a blogger, social media trainer, and all-round good egg. I've been blogging for 16 years. I've been on Facebook since it started. I've been training people on how to use Facebook and Twitter and other social media for a couple of years now, I think, on and off. But generally I just like Facebook. I spend a lot of time on Facebook, as you may have noticed. And that's basically, yeah, how I know what I know. So I thought I would share it with people. I don't do my podcast anymore because, morning Lindsay, I don't do my podcast anymore because I was finding it hard to do it on a regular basis, and I think I can hit more people with live video anyway. So I'm just doing live videos as and when, which is great when I remember. But yeah. So today, mistakes to avoid on Facebook. I want to avoid sounding like because that's, you know, not who I am. But these are just mistakes that I see people making, and and you think, like, what are you doing that for? That kind of thing. So the first one, Me Too marketing. I see so many people that are like, they've seen something that's worked on another page, and so they're just going to copy it, like 100% copy. Like, there's nothing original, nothing of their own, and you think, what did you think? You know, just because it works for them, you don't have the exact same audience as them, or you're not as big as them, or whatever, it's not going to work. Even with like simple things like pictures, posting pictures, or the styling of things, or, you know, if somebody's just done a blog post about this, I'm going to copy them and do a blog post about that, or, you know, copying the content of videos and things. If you're going to do it, make it your own. Like, so obviously these tips are mine. They're things that I've picked up from other people over the years, but they're things that I've kind of made my own over the time. So I've tried out, when I give people tips, it's not just like, yeah, try this because I read it in a book. It's stuff that I've done myself, and that's the difference. You know, you can use other people's content, but make it your own. You can use other people's ideas, but put your own spin on them, make them your thing, so that you know what you're doing with it, and so that it's definitely you, and so that people don't think that you copied off somebody else, basically, because it's just not good. And also kind of like being authentic and being real, and that's what you need to do on Facebook, and you can't do that if you're copying somebody else. The second mistake, not utilising your cover photo space. So my cover, I don't know what my cover photo is, and I'm not going to look right now, but my cover photo is usually an ad for something I'm running or information about something I'm doing. But you can also, so if you go to Canva, canva.com, it's free. They give you a template for a Facebook cover photo, and you can put whatever you want in there. So what I do is, if I'm running, say I'm running a workshop, come to my workshop, blah, blah, click here. And I always put click here. And then when you upload the photo to Facebook, you have the option basically to write a description like you would if it was any other photo. So when people click on it, they get to the description, so you can put the link there. So you can say, come to my workshop, click here. People click on the picture and they get, come to my workshop, here's the, you know, to remember that you don't get much space before people have to click see more on that description of the photo. And if it's not that exciting, they're not going to click see more. But you've got that space. Use it, because it's at the top of your page, and people will mostly visit your page to see what's going on with it before they like it or share any of your content. So make it work for you. You know, make use of that space. It's free. You don't have to pay to have a cover photo at the moment. They might change that, who knows. The third mistake, not watermarking or branding your graphics. If you've made, like, if you've just done a picture of yourself, then, you know, people probably aren't going to steal that, but you have to assume that people are going to, not steal, but people are going to share your content, and they're going to share it. And I share an awful lot of content here, pictures here, and on Single Mother Ahoy. And, you know, you have to assume people are going to do that. They're going to share your picture on Twitter. They might share it somewhere else. Not watermarking it or branding it is basically just you missing out on an opportunity for somebody to hear your name. There are huge Facebook pages that I'm sure have only got huge on the back of people sharing their pictures, and their picture has their name in the bottom of it. Again, you can do that on Canva. You can just put you don't have to put it massively, just put it somewhere on there so that your name is on there, so that people know that it was you. It's not about stopping people from stealing your stuff. You are not going to stop people from stealing your stuff. And yeah, if you're trying to do it for that, then it just looks a bit silly. You're not going to stop people from taking your pictures. That's what they're going to do. So just make it so that when somebody sees your picture, they know it's yours. And don't assume they're going to notice yours because, oh, well, that quote's something I always say. Well, that, that's a picture of my kid in the background. I made that mistake. I did a picture, when I first started up this page, I took a picture, I had a picture of my daughter, and I wrote something, so she was here, and then there's like something, I wrote something next to her about, I don't even remember what it was, like, what are you the best at, or something. Anyway, I shared it on Instagram. Somebody then took it from my Instagram account and shared it on his Instagram account, and I got really cross because I was like, that's a picture of my kid, and then I was like, well, he doesn't know it's not just a stock image. Obviously it's a fantastic picture, but pictures and video are marketing gold. Yeah, I like to think so. This is marketing gold, me here on a Monday morning in my flat, but yeah, absolutely, you need to make the most of it. And if you're not branding your graphics, you're just missing a trick, basically. Like I said, you're not going to stop people taking things. That's not what the branding is about. The branding is just making sure that people know it's you, and that they hear your name, basically. They see your name everywhere, and then they kind of hopefully will come and check out your page, check out your website, whatever. Mistake number 4, not engaging your community. So I find it really difficult when I'm doing these videos, when people comment, it comes down on the screen underneath, you can't see it. Cheers, Paul. So when people comment, it throws me off. Like, that just threw me off. I find it really difficult, but if you don't answer people, they're not going to comment, and you need people to comment, because that is how you grow. So Paul has just commented there, and it will have turned up on all of Paul's friends' news feeds in the right hand side of their screen. Paul McGee commented on VickyCharles.com's video, and they might go, oh, I'll go and have a look. It gets you more reach. You need reach, so you need people to engage with you in order to increase your reach, and your reach increases your engagement, and so on and so forth. So you need to engage with people, but also it's just rude not to answer somebody if they ask you a question, if they've taken the time to comment. Most people, I think 70% of my audience, last time I looked, was online on their mobile, and typing a comment on your mobile with fat fingers, I always have to like retype 3 words at least. It's an effort, and you want to thank people for that effort, otherwise they're not going to make that effort again. If somebody's made the effort to come and comment on whatever you're doing, even if they're commenting to tell you they think you're an idiot, make the effort to reply. Okay, you don't have to reply to the haters, because that's just not worth your effort, but like, don't I've seen Facebook pages where people ask a load of kind of seemingly irrelevant questions, like, what's your favourite dog? Who's your favourite Spice Girl? Like every couple of hours on their page, because they're trying to get people to answer them, because if you comment it builds their reach and so on. But providing customer engagement will increase return visits by 30%. Exactly. But also kind of people on Facebook I don't think are necessarily customers. They're people you want to be your customer, so you want to be a nice person to them. So yeah, you see Facebook pages where people are kind of asking questions and questions and questions, and people just stop answering you if you don't kind of engage with them in a chat. So I put something up yesterday, I think, what's a great TV show from back in the day that you really miss or something, and people commented, and I did my best to reply to every comment, because that's what you do. I mean, obviously if you have got a massive page and you get 500 people commenting on everything you do, you can't be expected to reply to every comment, and people wouldn't expect you to. But do put something at the bottom going, great ideas, thanks guys, great, I hadn't thought of any of those, thanks people. Like, make the effort to thank everybody publicly, or you can message people, and if you've messaged somebody from your page, it will show that you've messaged them, but that's not as obvious to other people. If they look down and they just see a load of comments without answers, they're going to kind of go, well, why didn't you answer these people? They're not going to see that you messaged them. So try and make an effort to, even if you just write, oh, I've sent you a private message or something so people can see. People like giving you, yeah, exactly. I ask questions like, what can I watch on Netflix? The best one that I ever did, which was, again, it was genuine, I really needed to know. I'd bought some pesto for a recipe, and I used half the jar. I didn't want to waste it, but I don't use pesto very much, so I didn't know what to do. Excuse me. So I just put a picture on Instagram and shared it to Facebook. What can I do with the rest of this pesto? And I got so many comments. And then when I mentioned it in a podcast or something, somebody replied and said, oh, I feel really manipulated now because I was one of the people that commented. And I was like, well, I'm not manipulating you. I genuinely wanted to know what to do with the pesto. I'm genuinely not a very good cook, and I genuinely don't buy pesto very often. Like, you have to be genuine in your engagement and in your engaging with people, and you're asking them questions and you're talking to them. I mean, obviously the thing I did yesterday, like, what's your favourite TV show or whatever, that is me trying to start up a conversation with people. but I was genuinely interested, and I loved some of the answers that I got. I'm not gonna like ask that question and then be like, thanks, because like you're just not gonna get anywhere with it. It's not. It's not showing. Basically, Facebook is social media, and it's there to show, you know, authenticity, to show who you are, and to show that you are who you say you are, and that you are a nice person that people want to buy stuff from, whatever. The fifth mistake on Facebook is inconsistency. I see people, they post like once a week, or you know, every other day, or they post every day for a month and then nothing for 2 weeks, and they're like, I don't know why my Facebook page isn't reaching anybody. Because Facebook has learned that you're never there. Like, that's what Facebook algorithms do. They learn your habits. They learn that you always post on a Tuesday. They learn that none of your readers enjoy it when you post a picture. Like, it learns it, and then it perpetuates it. So if you are never there, it's never going to show your posts to anybody. You need to be consistently on there. You need to be consistent, but also for people who follow your page, not for the algorithms. If I come and look at your page and I think I'm going to like your page or share some of your content, but you haven't updated for 2 weeks, I'm not going to bother. And if I've just liked your page and I'm expecting you to turn up in my newsfeed, if you don't update regularly, you won't turn up in my newsfeed, so then you haven't got that relationship with me. I don't even bother to like new pages anymore, because I know that they're just not going to show up in my newsfeed, because, you know, unless that people start straight away are kind of interacting with you, it just doesn't show up, and a lot of people still don't seem to get that, and it's a bit like, well, what do you think? It confuses people, and it turns them off to who you are and what you're trying to do. And if you're trying to sell anything, or if you're trying to establish yourself as an expert, as I clearly am, you need to be doing that consistently, and kind of consistently show up every day, or, you know, all the time. Show up, be there, answer questions, and be just consistent, basically. The word is consistency. The sixth, okay, I'm going to tie 6 and 7, I wrote out separately, I'm going to tie them together. So just not making use of the features on Facebook. So you've got tabs where you can put your Instagram and your Pinterest, and I have my podcast on there, so that you don't need to leave Facebook to listen to my podcast. You can do it on a tab on my page, but also you have a button that you can use to get people to sign up, to shop now, whatever. You have all of this that you have at your disposal that's completely free, and you can set it all up, and it's fairly simple to set it up. I set it up, and I'm not very clever. Like, you have all these things at your disposal, and you should be making use of every single thing that you can. Link up as many things as you can. Give people as many ways to contact you as you can, because if you only have a link to your Pinterest, but I don't like Pinterest, then you're only going to find me on Facebook. I'm not going to come across your Instagram, because I'm not going to go looking for you, you know. You have to make it really clear for people, especially with Snapchat. People don't go looking, or if people want to find you on Snapchat, they have to know your username, or they need to have that little whatever it's called, the icon thing. They can't just search your name and try and find you that way. It's not going to happen. I've certainly never managed it, and I've been looking for people with their username before and had trouble finding them. So just make it really easy for people to find you wherever they want. QR. Oh, is it a QR code, that thing? Oh, yeah, okay. So the Snapchat thing. So like, just make it really easy for people to find you, and make it really easy for people to connect with you. Make it easy for them to see your video content, to listen to your audio content, to see whatever they want to see. Whatever you've got to offer, just make it really clear. Make it really, you know, stand out everywhere. Number 7, the 7th mistake people make on Facebook is not doing video. I say this to people and they go, but I mean, people who've done live video will tell you, like, it can blow up your page if you're giving. Don't just do a live video. Like, I've seen some when Periscope first came out, and when Facebook Live first came out. I don't know if it's still doing it, because I stopped following those people, but some people have done really diabolical live videos when they're just walking the dog. Here's me walking the dog. Great, your mum's going to watch that? Probably, if she likes your dog. Like, people don't have time. Attention is at a premium, and what you are what you are kind of trading in here is attention. You want someone's attention, so give them the information. Give them whatever it is that you can give. You know, your top 10 tips for how to walk a dog while you're walking the dog. Love Alive, since I saw you getting quite good. Yeah, the watches depends on time. So I'm really bad, because this is the only time of day that I can really kind of fit in doing a live video before I get my head down and do some work. But nobody Realistically, most people are not online at this time of day, and I do miss it. And if I could get around to doing it in the evening, sorry, I don't think you can hear the bin lorry going past, and windows are open. Most people are on in the evening, so I do miss that. In fact, most of my followers are online when I'm already tucked up in bed and I'm not doing a live video from there. But still, just doing a live video is better than not doing a live video. And you can't kind of go, well, none of my followers are online at 9 in the morning, so I won't bother, because you're missing a trick. Why wouldn't you? And if nobody's online, it means that you can afford to mess up, to make mistakes, to cancel it and delete it, and then nobody'll ever see it, and it's not a problem. So it's a great way to start out, is to just try doing live videos when there's nobody online, or try it on Periscope. Practice on Periscope, because it's crickets over there now. Well, now everybody's come over to Facebook. You can practice over there, you can really kind of get so that you know what you're doing with it, and then come over to Facebook Live and wow people with how fantastic you are. I will probably do, I don't know if I've already done a live video about how to do live video, but I might do one maybe. So those were my seven. I'll recap them for you now. So the first Facebook mistake to avoid is Me Too marketing, copying what other people are doing. Then you've got number 2, not utilising your cover photo space. You need to make, and also your profile photo space. You've got a lot of space that you can use. Mistake number 3, not watermarking or branding your graphics. Number 4 was not engaging with your community. Number 5 was not being consistent. Number 6 was not making use of all of the little buttons and tabs that you have on Facebook. And number 7, arguably the biggest mistake and the most important thing, is not doing live video. And I will say there, you know, you can do video and you can post video, and videos, you know, non-live video, you can edit it nicely. Like live video, if I make a mistake, if I swear by accident, if I say the wrong thing, if I get tongue-tied, it's going to stay in a live video, and none of this is scripted, because otherwise I would be reading off a script like this now. So I've made notes and I've cracked on, but you know, you might say that it looks unprofessional, that I'm a bit like blah blah blah, and it probably does, and you know, I'm spotty and I've not got any makeup on, and who cares, because that's just who I am. So I'm either going to attract people who are like, oh, she's clearly quite genuine, or I'm going to have people go, oh god, she's so unprofessional, I don't want to work with her. I don't want to work with those people anyway. So it kind of helps you separate out the people who are really going to get you, and it gives people that opportunity to really understand who you are. Now I'm gibbering and I'm going to go and get some coffee. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, do please like it, comment on it, share it with your friends and family. I would love for you to do that. I am going to go now. I'm going to try and do some more live videos. The next few weeks are a bit hectic for me because my daughter is leaving nursery this week and starting school in a couple of weeks. But I will do my best. Have a fantastic Monday. Thank you, Lindsay and Paul, for all the comments and things while I've been on. And I will be back soon. Have a great day. Bye.